Eastern Illinois, Pemberton Hall. There's a ghost named Mary. She floats in your room, and there's bloody footprints on the ground. Lincoln Memorial University. This one is in Tennessee, my homeland. It was set on fire twice, and there's a woman in a red dress who has been seen screaming. She was even seen at the second fire that was set, and you usually see her screaming from the second floor, I think, fourth floor of the building. There's also phantom footsteps. Very scary. Smith College in the Sessions House. It's on the campus, but it's a freaking house. I don't know why it's there. In 1710, there was a captain that hid some Native Americans down there during the colonial era. Yeah, it says that it serves as a dormitory for the college, but I don't think it does because it just looks like a house, and that's just not right. But it says that there's a pair of ghostly lovers that haunts it, so you know it's got to be good. There is allegedly a woman who killed her children with an axe there, thinking that they were intruders, so yeah, it's got to be a good haunting. Ohio University in the Brown House. This one's really long, so I'm going to be looking down and reading it. There's a lot of sightings. Okay, the Brown House. It says that there's a ghost of Millie Brown. She can be seen peering out of the windows, kind of like at the country house, I guess. There are also the sounds of children splashing because there used to be a pool in the back. Then there's a fraternity house, and a mischievous frat boy swiped a tombstone from Sims Cemetery. Can't be good. So they've been receiving poltergeist activity ever since. Jefferson Hall? Let's see. They encountered a woman from the 1950s walking around. When they tried to speak to her, they noticed that she was transparent and floating above the floor. That's never good. Don't strike up a conversation with them. Crawford Hall. It's a freshman dorm, and it's haunted by Laura, a student who fell to her death from a fourth floor window. Fabulous. She often says, "I'm sorry, I've woken you." Wonderful. Kansas State University. This is another semi-long one. I'm going to look down sometime. It was founded in 1858, and there were 53 students originally enrolled. It goes on to be kind of obnoxious and egotistical. It says that there's several ghosts, and that there's one particular one, and I think his name is Nick. He was a football player, and he died in the 50s. He haunts the Purple Mask Theater, scary name, and they say that they can hear his heavy footsteps at night, and sometimes he moves chairs and plays music. Mischievous football player. It also says that there's a fraternity house, and it's haunted by Duncan. I love that name. He died during a pledge initiation gone wrong. Of course, the panel used to pledge Duncan was hung on the wall in memoriam, and then since it was taken down to paint the wall, and a dark stain remained that could not be painted over. Scary. There's another frat house that's haunted, and it says it used to be a hospital, and two ghosts have been seen there, apparently in hospital dress, and there's a phantom nurse, still making rounds by the way, and an elderly patient who died in a freak accident. He could still be heard making ruckus on the third floor. Okay, this one is a funny name. It's called Belchertown, and it used to be an institution. That's always a good one. There's reportedly a room that is covered entirely in blood. And the spirits there have been known to assault people. That's always good, you know? Beverly Endicott College has a little girl who shows herself in mirrors. That's terrifying, by the way. Mirrors are freaky as hell. She moves shades around, like sending them up and down and everything. There's knocks on doors, and then there's no one outside. It used to be a mansion, so that's always really scary. There's a woman in a white gown. Why is it always white? She tried to kill herself, I guess. At Boston Catholic Memorial, there is a brother who was seen having sex with a sister by his superiors. He then killed himself, and on the anniversary of his death, the classrooms smell like the marshes around the school. In South Hadley, the students have had their sheets ripped off their bed while they're sleeping. Salem State College is a haunted theater. Need I say more? The Laurie House in the French Quarter. Ghosts clank their chains. The Whaley House. I really don't know what goes on there. The Winchester House. I don't know what this one is either, but it looks really creepy because it's all Victorian and large. The Stranahan House. A man committed suicide during the Great Depression, and he still haunts it. The White House. Hull House. It's in Chicago. Do I really need to tell you? Lemp Mansion in St. Louis, Missouri. Glasses have been known to fly and crash into the ground. Myrtle's Plantation. It's Louisiana. For those. Boo.
I mean, you work for them, not for me.
If you soak a raisin in water, does it turn back into a grape?